What's up guys, it's CG. So this is going to be a thorough review of Portrayal Man by the House of Amouage. First I'm going to give you guys a rundown so you have a general idea what the fragrance is about. Then I'm going to share how users rated the scent profile and the performance. My wife and I are going to share our impressions of it. And finally I'm going to share my overall opinion after wearing it. Without further ado, let's get this started. To break down what this scent smells like in as few words as possible, it's very unique. I would say it's very classy, it's very clean, it's very fresh, and it's a purple fragrance, not a blue fragrance. It's weird how you can smell colors, but with this one, it's a purple, green, slightly minty fragrance that kind of smells like it could be like a Middle Eastern ointment. In the top, you have violet leaves, in the heart, you have vetiver, and in the base you have cade oil. The overall scent rating is a 7.9, which is a decently high score. 57% of voters liked Portrayal Man, and about a third of people actually gave it a 9 or a 10. I personally, for how good it smells, I give it an 8. But for how unique it is and creative it is and something else, I would give it a 10. Like, it's a very creative fragrance. And I really do appreciate that. For longevity, I got an average rating of an 8.3. 86% of voters gave it an 8 or above. This all indicates that very few people have a problem with how long it lasts, and I'm one of those as well. It's a fresh fragrance and it lasts a really good amount of time. I personally would give it somewhere between an 8 or a 9. It lasts the full work day for me. Projection, it got an average rating of a 7.8. The key votes here are 7 or 8. Almost 80% of users would give it one of those two scores. I would give it like an 8. I think it projects pretty well. Alright, so this is definitely a violet heavy fragrance. Violet leaf, and it's not listed, but I also detect some violet flower. The violet leaf, if I were to describe what violet leaf smells like to people, it's the produce section at your local grocery store when they're spraying the mist and you take in that smell sometimes of almost that vegetable green. Or if you were to imagine the smell of cucumber with a grassiness to it, it's basically vegetable green to me. That is a very central element to Portrayal Man. And it's not listed, but I also get violet flower, which is like the smell of purple. I mean, you smell a blue fragrance and you say it's blue, but you don't really know why. When I smell this, I smell purple. A purple light sweetness with a little bit of floral mixed with that vegetable green. There is a light mintiness that almost turns it into what could be perceived as a Middle Eastern ointment. Has a refreshing, very light dose of mint with that vegetable green, with that purple kind of sweetness and floral component. And there is that amouage smell where you just know it's an amouage, kind of like a very light amount of it, like a light incense smell. The whole thing gives a vibe of very classy and clean, almost like a clean apartment vibe. It also has a very comforting vibe. Like, this is the type of fragrance I would wear in joggers, a t-shirt, while I'm sipping coffee on my patio while it's raining outside. Especially in warmer weather, and just have that comforting smell of the rain mixed with this. It's a very soothing, clean linen, clean bed sheets kind of fragrance. It does kind of have this classy old school feel to it, kind of like a Fougere mature feel. I would say it's for like people in their 30s and up mostly, but really it's so unique, it's hard to just put it with a particular age. And I think most people that smell this on you, they're not going to get offended, but they're going to wonder what it is. Like, you recognize that it smells good, it's classy, it's clean, but you also have no reference point. Doesn't really smell like a fragrance. It's super unique. So it's kind of confusing.
So, very unique. It definitely grows on you. This does not smell bad, but the initial reaction is like, it is not your typical perfume or cologne. So it's more like you're cutting gardening or cutting vegetables, and there's like a big green smell to it. Or you know what, maybe like oregano, like fresh oregano, like a live plant of oregano, and you pull a leaf out. Actually, a new image came to mind. may be super niche, but there's violet candies. Does anybody know what I'm saying? It's candies that are supposed to taste like the flower violet. That this smells like those candies taste, and I hope somebody gets the reference. So let's get to it. You're not gonna smell bad, but you're gonna smell distinguished, if that's a thing, because you're gonna smell like you're clean and you're showered, and you don't smell like horrible or body odor or nothing, but at the same time it's more like a what is that smell situation. This is a different one, but I think maybe if you're looking for something different, I give it a 6. It's not bad.
I respect Amouage so much for taking risk with their releases. This release was a risk, and I think it will work well for most people. This one, it's kind of like it is for me. I need to explore it more to really understand it and wear it for a while, but it's something that I definitely wouldn't mind having in my collection, and if it was my goal to acquire as many possible bottles of things I like, then this would be one of them, but I don't know if it really crosses that threshold of being something I really truly love yet. I would need to get a 10 ml decant and have it around. I definitely think it's awesome that it's something unique and wearable at the same time. I think it's perfect for rainy days and warmer weather and a certain vibe and atmosphere. So yeah, I definitely love Portrayal Man. I think it's definitely worth trying. Feel free to comment with y'all's opinions on it and subscribe for future content. Peace out.